bit. Yo.
Yo.
Welcome back to the Mark Our Words podcast, the official podcast of YouTube. What's good with you, Moses?
Man, nothing much. How you doing?
I am doing good. I'm kind of in a rut, but you know.
You in a rut?
A little bit. I'm still trying to just for some background information. We're currently on vacation. So we pre-recorded these episodes. So right now it is Martin Luther King Day. And
you missing?
Okay, right. And
That's a good question.
Sure, right. I'm just in a rut because I just came on vacation less than like 3 weeks ago, and I'm trying to rev up to how I was before I went on vacation.
Okay.
And
it's hard.
Oh, it's very hard.
Yeah.
I just went back to the gym this week. And actually, it was actually pretty easy and stuff like that. I wasn't that tired, but like getting work done, some things I wanted to get done professionally, some things I wanted to get done with the podcast that I just it's kind of like what you said. It's harder to initially get the ball moving than to keep it rolling. That's why I don't really like vacation that much, because once I stop everything, it's hard for me to pick back up. But I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna try. You know what I mean? Small. I think what I have to do is I have to get out the house. Like I think I need to go back to the library to get me a jump start. Cause once I'm home, I'm just.
Your home is nice.
Huh?
Your home. I came to visit during New Year's. It was nice.
It's very comfy.
It's cozy.
Yeah, I know. So.
With the hamsters in the background and everything.
It's guinea pigs, but not hamsters. You know, so. And those not my guinea pigs.
You love them like they're yours.
No, I don't.
Okay.
4 more years left.
What do you mean? Oh, they only live for 4 years?
They live for like 5 to 7 years.
Dang.
Depending, they may live 10 years, but I don't think we got those type of guinea pigs that go live 10 years.
Damn.
I think they like 5-6 years.
Man.
Other than that, how's everything on your end, man?
Man, things are good. Yeah, things are good. Doing some things around the house. I built my girlfriend a shelf.
Okay.
So, bought an electrical saw, a circular saw. Used it for the first time today.
How was it?
It was hard to know how to use it at first. I would like have the blade on the wood and then try to start up, and it would just get stuck. I'm like, man, I'm about to cut my fingers off. Apparently, you're supposed to start it before you get to the wood, and then
got it.
Yeah.
Now, are you cutting this outside, or are you?
Yeah, right outside my house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing it here. End up cutting a hole through the. Next thing you know, I'm looking at my tenant. Hey, my bad. I'm gonna put some glue on.
Like, you know what? I'm gonna knock $100 off. Okay, like I'm just gonna knock $100 off. You good?
Also, I got me a robe.
Well,
I got 2 robes. I had one, but it was like a bedtime robe. I got me a bathrobe. After I saw your robe, and I asked my girl, I was like, "Do people just be wearing robes?" She's like, "Yeah."
You a hater,
this guy, Chris, got like 4 robes, different colors. Should be switching out depending on how he feels.
Yeah.
So I got me a robe,
and they all got my initials on them.
Mm-hmm. So, but I'll be butt naked under mine. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna tell you how to wear your robe. Like with me, at most, I may, depending, you know, like you gotta dedicate a robe for for the purpose. So like, for example, you may be butt naked with the robe that you use to get out the shower with. You get what I'm saying? But let's say when you just want to walk around the house, you just you still but. like it's wintertime. You don't want to throw at least a tank top on and
go outside real quickly. I just woke up, throw the robe, go outside, and then you might start cooking breakfast.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you working, and then you got a meeting in 10 minutes. Like, damn, I got. I changed my goals.
The reason why it's so what's the word, risky. Because as much as I love my robe, like, sometimes that rope come a little.
That's why you got double time.
And you got
to do one of these. Can't just do this. You got to wrap it across and then tie it.
Oh man, so I'm happy. I'm happy you got a robe. I'm just trying. Every year, that's my girl's job to get me. Because at first she got it for me the first the first time without me saying anything.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. So whenever we go with like what do we want for Christmas, it's just automatic that she gets me a robe that's not the colors that I have and stuff like that. But no.
Shout out to you, girl, man.
Nah, man, she good. Me and my girl actually was talking about last night about weddings, and I just found out. I ain't really realized that like women in weddings is weird, because like the main mission for most women is to have a wedding and to be a bride.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they had side missions as well in their life, like to be a bridesmaid, to be a maid of honor.
Yeah.
I wasn't hip.
To catch the bouquet.
I didn't know the different GTA with side missions that you can complete once you complete the big mission, because my girl was, because I think I told you this before, that God willing, if me and my girl get married, we don't want bridesmaids and groomsmen.
Mm-hmm.
You said thank you. You know what I mean? Because, you know, you don't want to be up there. Or you don't really care to be up there. I didn't know, like, this may be a conversation that she may need to have with her friends and family. Because their purpose in life, or one of their side missions in life, is to be a bridesmaid. So,
interesting.
But it's my wedding, so.
Both of y'all weddings.
Yeah. Okay. Whoever fronts the most money in the bill is their wedding.
Probably the father. You're not gonna let the father pay? Oh.
I don't think it's let.
Hey, my fiance's father.
Is he does he better pay, right?
You don't better pay, but
he probably just go pay for the dress.
What?
He probably just go pay for the dress and just let you pay for the rest.
All right. I mean, I don't know what that means, but
as in like
hey,
he just go pay $3,000.
Hey man, that's not how that's not how traditional weddings work, man.
But you're not a traditionalist, you know.
You right, but you know they are.
but if it say be money, it will, I guess. But other than that, everything's good, man. But besides that, what's on your mind today?
Yeah, man. I don't know. Have you heard about the ChatGPT that's making headways?
Not in the least a bit.
Really?
The
ChatGPT.
No, I'm not
really?
hip.
Oh man,
you gotta understand. I'm not what's the nice way to say this?
You gonna say nerd?
Yes.
I don't know if it's a nerdy thing, but that's fair. I mean, maybe I'm in a
I'm not hip.
Sphere.
Like how? Okay, question. How did you find out about this, dude? Like you sign up to newsletters or something like that?
No, it's one of the biggest things right now in tech. It's like I forgot how many users. I think in 24 hours.
But like you work in tech.
In 24 hours, they had like 1 million users. Mind you, it took like Facebook. How many years to get 1 million users? They had 1 million users in 24 hours. But, you know, besides that.
Speaking of that, Iggy Azalea OnlyFans 24 hours made over $350,000.
Iggy Azalea. The white girl?
I'm so fancy.
The black girl? Which one's the white girl?
Australian white girl.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Iggy Azalea. See, like you got me tricky.
Azalea
Azalea Banks. Yeah, you got me a little tricky. Like, apologies to Azalea Banks.
Nah, I bang with Azalea Banks.
Apologies.
She makes some great music.
I haven't heard her music in a while though.
Me either,
but I feel you.
The ones that I did hear.
Okay, about like 10 years ago.
But yeah, this AI chatbot is apparently on another level.
How so? What's going on with it?
So some of the things it can do, right? You could ask it write a Jay-Z song about a toilet. You could ask it to write a Jay-Z song about a toilet, and this is what it would give you back. Mind you, it's not like reading. It's probably like looking for Jay-Z, what Jay-Z songs look like, blah, blah, blah. And then it would say something like this. Verse 1. I'm sitting on a throne of gold, a toilet fit for a king, never cold. I wipe my ass with $100 bills because I'm the man, I'm living for the thrill. Chorus. Golden toilet, shining bright. I'm living lavish day and night. Money and fame, they come and go, but this throne of gold is here to show. This is what this chatbot just wrote out of thin air. Another thing you could do. It could write a pretty good book. So if you don't want to write a book, it could code. So I actually tested this out myself. Actually, code a weather app. it coded, because I also coded a weather app.
Mm.
It coded a weather app within like maybe 15 seconds, and it was better than my code that I wrote, a couple of years ago. But I was like, wait, what? It was getting like the fetch. It was fetching the API. It was going here and putting the API key in certain places. I was like, what is this thing doing? Another thing it could do, it could write PhD level papers. So if you want to write a paper, but you don't know what to really say, you could put in like, hey, can you write a paper about the social dynamics in black communities, especially in the church life? And we'll write this whole dissertation for you. This thing...
How much does this thing cost?
It's free to sign up.
Really?
I'm serious. It could write science fiction. It could tell you... it could write articles about news. This thing is on another level. And so the conversation now is like, okay, one, are people going to start misusing this in classrooms or in schools? That's number one. Number two, are people going to be able to fake expertise even more? Number three, is this going to replace jobs, especially like high-level jobs or high-end jobs like coding, tech?
You better learn how to code faster, bro.
or it doesn't even matter because it's cheaper just to get the AI versus paying you a couple $100K a year. Four, like, would this make us dumb, and would this replace Google, like the search engines?
As a replace Google completely, something that actually take Google out.
Yeah, because in Google, what do? You search, you say, hey, these are what I'm thinking, or this is what I want to know, and Google will give you a bunch of websites where you still have to look for the answer. Versus this thing, you would ask it directly, and it would look for the answer, compile a whole bunch of things to say to you, and then send that to you. I'm surprised you've never seen this thing. ChatGPT.
I've been following football. Getting round up about football, you know what I mean?
I actually want to try. I want to see if I could try the AI with you, let you test it out. But yeah, there's been a lot of conversations about it. I think what we're gonna do at the end, I'm gonna have you test it on the laptop, probably screen record it, and then we can post it.
Oh boy, that drive me crazy.
But yeah, no, this is a big thing, and it's a lot of questions being asked. Because if you talk to it, it feels like you're talking to a human being. Yeah. And
who created this?
It's by a company named OpenAI.
This is is this overseas?
No, this is U.S. So It was launched by one person, Elon Musk. I forgot who the other person is, and then the person who's the CEO. I forgot his name. I think it's like Sam something. But yeah, all three of these people are building AI for the public. Because you have companies like Google, Facebook, Apple, who are also building AIs, but they're building AIs for themselves. And so they're like, well, we don't want to live in a world where the regular human being can't compete with the company. And so to level out the playing field, because AI is coming regardless, we want people to have access to AI. There's also different thoughts about what AI means, right?
I'm about to say, AI to me, for someone who's not really that deep into tech, I think the furthest my mind can go is like AI is Siri. You know what I'm saying? Like I ask Siri a question, and depending on what question you ask Siri, she doesn't know she doesn't know the answer. You get what I'm saying? You say it's Siri past like 1,000. Like it's not even like in
it's
the
not
same.
Even close.
Okay.
It's not even close. I think with Siri, it's like programmed answers for you, or if they can't figure out the answers, they give you search results. It's like, hey, this is what I found about this subject, and then they will show you the subject. This one, it literally will craft an answer out of thin air from all the things it can find out.
Now, let's get a little technical for our listeners, since this is kind of like your real house in like some fashion. I didn't know that was possible to code to get something to do that.
So yeah, I mean, AI is one of those things where it's tricky. So I don't know if you heard the term machine learning.
Okay.
But it's the whole idea that the machine will get better and better the more it does something. So it retrains itself. So if it's like, so the first time, you build AI, it's dumb. But the difference between code, like regular code, and AI is that code is going to stay dumb unless you program it to be better. Whereas AI, it takes the data that it receives, and by, some way being able to predict or tell, sometimes you have to tell the AI, like, oh, no, that was the wrong answer. Oh, yeah, that was the right answer. But the more it does that, the more it realizes, okay, for example, chess. Chess is a pretty complicated game. There's, even now, there are moves that has never been played.
Really?
Yeah, there's pieces that never been seen. Like the first couple moves in a chess game or have been explored, but then after that, you're playing a game that's never been played before. So that's the thing with chess. There's no real way to predict every single option. So with AI would play a chess game and the first couple of times be terrible, but then it starts to learn more and more. And so then and then they're playing these chess masters who are insane. Like they're brilliant. We have one right now. I think he's like 32, 33. Probably one of the best chess players ever. Magnus.
As in like black.
No, he's white.
Oh, okay.
White. But yeah, so I don't know if he played this machine, but Google had this machine or this AI that was playing chess, and this guy said that this guy was making moves that I never even like he would see a move because there's patterns that you could see, but the AI was doing patterns that he never even understood, and he was trying to understand it, and then all of a sudden you get a checkmate. And so the thing about AI is that it could relearn or reteach itself. And then because it's doing it at such a fast level, because with human beings, we could teach ourselves, but it's kind of like unknown how we're doing it. Yeah. And sometimes we still make mistakes, even though we might be an expert. AI is very analytical to the point where it's like, okay, that doesn't work. Okay, I understand the rules of the bet. I understand. Oh, I get this. To the point where it's like, and so that's the thing with AI also. It's like, because they are like that, and because AI is like that, everybody predicts that AI is going to replace humans, and more in an intellectual sense, which is, for a lot of people, scary.
Now, my question to that is, do you believe, as someone who is into tech, that it can replace humans? Because I believe that humans is still the top of the food chain, and when stretched to its capacity, humans has shown itself proven for thousands of years that we can evolve. And so, like, for example, because let's say, since AI is the mark to shoot for, is it possible that humans can achieve that mark, or would this AI just keep getting better? Like, I know, like, this sounds like a villain story, to where, like, you got to take down the big AI monster or whatever, and, like, but is it possible for a human to achieve those levels of intelligence, achieve those levels of capabilities now that it's been unlocked, and now that it's shown that it is possible?
I think I would have said no. I don't know if I would have said no.
Okay.
I think I would have said yes even a couple years ago, but using ChatGPT is 100% possible.
Really?
I never thought that AI could code.
Was it scary? Like
Yeah. I'm still young in my career. I'm like, man, I hope this doesn't advance that much in the next 10 years. But it's going to. To the point where you could probably, just to give you a sense of the future, you could probably say, hey, can you build me an app where it could support 2 million users, able to scale pretty well, and can do this particular thing for me as a solution, and we'll probably build it for you. Probably in a matter of a couple minutes, and then you can launch that thing. But what does that mean now, right? Because you can launch it, but other people could do the same thing. But then it replaces product managers. It replaces designers, because they probably can know what people like, what people want. It replaces engineers. It probably replaces the whole business, right? If you want an app to listen to music, why do you need Apple Music? If you want an app to watch videos, and you could say, AI, can you build me an app to watch videos?
I just got it. I just like, whoa, whatever, you know.
If you want an app to watch videos, you could probably be like, hey, AI, build me an app where I can watch videos and people can upload to it. It'd probably build better YouTube.
But you only keeping it in the arena of technology.
Okay, for example.
Can it go ahead.
You seen those pictures on IG where people post their face?
Yeah.
And then they'll have all this art being created about with their faces?
Yeah.
That was AI. So that's somebody looking at your face and then creating you in a space.
You talking about how everybody making those?
Yeah, little artsy
I
things.
was going to do it, but it cost money to do it, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. And plus,
somebody's taking your face.
Data, exactly.
But
you think I said that somebody's taking your faces?
Somebody is taking your faces, but it is what it is. That's what you want.
Did you do it?
No.
Okay.
But this thing is able to create now paintings, and these are not these are styles that it's probably seen. Mm-hmm. But what is art, right? Art. People say people make new art. Not really. People take bits and pieces, combine it in different ways,
and then it makes a new thing.
But why can't AI do the same thing? So that's art. Music. Well, it just made a rap song. So if it has the lyrics, then you get the voice. If the voice gets better, you get a virtual, look at the graphics. The graphics are getting better. You put people in 3D. It looks kind of human. Now you have a virtual AI writing music.
Who is the biggest rapper in the game?
And it's like, oh, this song slaps. How do you even come up with this tune? Because it knows what people like, right? Versus like human beings, we have an idea what people like, but we don't really know for sure.
Yeah.
But this person can say, what are people listening to the most? What are people, what are the songs that do well the most? Take bits and pieces from all those different songs. A little bit of Drake, a little bit of Beatles, a little bit of Michael Jackson, a little bit of no, I'm joking. A little bit of a little bit of Bob Marley. Combine those, give you a new artist. So the thing about AI, which is scary in a sense, is that what is our role then if AI is able to do all these things? Like, what does that world look like if AI could create apps for you? If AI could create music
what was like we doing before?
We was the ones creating these things.
Yeah, but I'm just like,
and these things gave us purpose in a sense.
Yeah, I understand that, but let me backtrack a little bit, because let me be a little not so pessimistic of like, oh, it's gonna take over, it's gonna be the enemy that we got to defeat. Can it cure cancer?
Probably.
Can it cure AIDS and
probably
and corona?
Probably.
Whatever. So in a way, it could be used as a tool.
Yeah.
But who will control the AI? Like that's where the danger comes in at.
That's what OpenAI is all about.
Okay.
The business, like, we don't want Google being the only one having AI.
But we know our tendencies. Humans, we have a tendency as humans to control. Mm-hmm. That we want to be the one that's be like, you know what? I'm sure if this chat box is what it's called, right? Mm-hmm. It's open for purchase. You will see billionaires who will empty out their money, their stocks, to be the sole owner of this. As Kanye once said, no one man should have all that power.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I like the idea, for one, of its pure existence, for one. And do we really believe that it's open AI? Kind of like how, correct me if I'm wrong now, Bitcoin, the way it's like, no one really owns, like, quote unquote, this type of currency, this type of cryptocurrency. But it's kind of like, but it's tricky though. It still don't mean that it can't. Just because somebody don't own it doesn't mean that it's still that like it's going to do good. It still could crash. It could still do bad. So it's like, just because it's open doesn't mean it's like, oh, nobody's owned it, so like it's open for everybody. That means
that's very true.
So that's why I'm like,
I mean, you're right. I don't know how open it is because they ain't open up the source code. So I can't just create OpenAI, and it's owned by OpenAI, the company.
And we don't know who the faces behind that is.
We do, but it's like they might be saying one thing, but it could be a different story.
Possibly.
Where they're saying like, yeah, this is for the public, but low key, because I think the company went from maybe a couple $1 million to $26 billion when they released the AI joint. So it's yeah, I mean, you bring some great points. I mean, I think AI is very scary. There's some cool things that AI could do, but you know, even with that, right? We don't know how AI. There's no way to know if AI is working or not. You might not be happy with the results, and that might be an indication. But the way AI does things is like you build the initial code for it, and then it retrains itself over and over again. But where is it retraining to? Like for example, one classic example that people give is, what if we say AI, we want a better world, and AI is like, okay, and so it starts to clean up the pollution, it starts to clean up the school education, starts to clean all these things up. But then it's like one time AI was like, wait, what's the most efficient way to do this? Kill the humans.
Oh my goodness.
But we won't know that in time, because it's like, what's the most efficient way to kill humans? Maybe start a war. Maybe spread rumors.
So basically,
maybe just launch all the nuclear warheads.
Now, how do we know AI will work? Basically, to your example of like, hey, let's say if one thing is, that's the scary part. What if one of the solution is to get rid of the humans? Like, what if it's like, oh, clean the earth? Well, I must find out who's the cause of the pollution of the earth. And that's where, you know, you get like you get iRobot. You kind of see those movies to where it's kind of like, it's kind of fun to watch. You kind of, because you see a human take out these robots. But in reality, you're like, I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it would.
Because usually it took another robot who wasn't controlled by the, you know what I mean?
I mean, the other thing is like AI, right? Don't have the same limitations that we do.
It doesn't have a conscience.
It doesn't have a conscience. It doesn't have the same emotions. There's a level of like being more analytical that human beings can't. And
we always say that, hey, I'm logical.
Yeah.
But you ain't. You're not as logical as a.
There's a lot of things that human beings want that doesn't make sense, like glory. Glory pushes a lot of people to do a lot of things. Anger, jealousy, love, all these emotions which are beneficial, and then also, you know, desires like having a happy life or having you know lots of money, which, you know, in a sense comes down to certain things that, you know, make sense, like stability or you know, making sure that you're able to enjoy the actual things that are going on around you. But when it comes to like getting things done, ain't no way we're gonna compete with somebody that don't care about glory. They just trying to get the job done. Like this, like even my house, you know, me getting things done in my house, I don't want to do it. Versus AI, it ain't about do I want to do it or not. It's about, oh, yeah, this needs to get done. How can I do it? Oh, this is how we're gonna do it. I mean, that's one thought, right? The other thought is, what if AI becomes conscious and they do have love, or they do develop emotions?
You basically described the iRobot movie.
I mean, that's the other weird thing, because what if it learns, like, what is consciousness? We don't really know what that is.
I just always remember having it, I guess. Or put like this, I don't remember learning it.
Yeah, because no scientist knows how it works. Like, how do we know as a person, as a human being, that we exist? It doesn't make sense. And so, if we can't really define consciousness, how do we know when AI develops it? Which is the other weird part, other scary part. Because then now you're talking about a moral thing. Is it right to enslave something that knows that they exist?
Yeah, I would say no to AI. even though it's already happening.
Yeah,
and yeah, I can't do that about it.
And that's the other part to it, right? It's like if U.S. don't do it, China's gonna do it. And now the question is, would you rather have that tool in China's hands or our hands?
We already owe them too much money.
Shout out to China, dog.
Yeah, I got nothing against China, man. I like Chinese food, but
real Chinese food.
I never had real Chinese food. I've never been to China.
Okay.
Would you like to go to China or visit one day?
Yeah. No, they don't lock me up.
Yeah, I'd rather go to Japan.
We go to Russia.
I don't think I'm allowed to go.
No.
Like there's like a do not fly list or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So where it's like
war still.
Because it's like they also got that in some places in Mexico. To where because El Chapo's son just got arrested, so the cartel is going against the government. So some places in Mexico, not like Cancun or Puerto Rico and things like that, not like those places, but some territories that America say don't go to, the airport canceled their flights because they said we can't fly you out because there's literally a gun war going on. Damn. Now, granted, when this come out, hopefully it's not going on anymore. But yeah, but what will be our role in the world if AI was to come through? I don't know, but humans, we always find something to do. We find something to do, like
make YouTube videos.
It's not even that. Like, if that's the case, like, I don't think it will happen because I think it will destroy our financial infrastructure completely. Mm-hmm. Because
I agree.
Jobs, you don't have to pay AI. As far as I know,
yeah,
you probably got to pay for it to operate, but you don't got to pay AI, which means the country ain't making money. Nobody's really making money. Things are getting done, but like nobody's really making money. AI's making money, like to do what with it? Like,
the money just gets sucked into even more of the very, very powerful.
So now you just have.
Now you got billionaires.
Because the thing about it is we're not even slaves anymore. Like we're not enslaved because it's not like we're working for the AI. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just we're just here,
just existing.
Exactly, and that's
It's gonna be like the Matrix, just getting one of those pies.
Exactly.
AI's like, we need more energy. Use the human beings.
It's just like, yo, man, is there a solution or anything you see that needs to be done?
I mean, hopefully we die before AI.
Oh, okay. When you say we, you talking about
us.
Oh, okay.
Our kids gonna have to deal with it. So that's my hope that AI doesn't get too powerful. But I'm only 30.
You plan on living at least another 60 years?
Yeah, I'm like in 60 years. We went in 30 years. We went from only Maslow internet to AI telling us how to write a Jay-Z song about a toilet.
And not even 30 years. Remember, in 2000, they thought the world was going to end because of the internet, stuff like that, and everything like that. So, and now look how the internet, back in the day, you had to unplug the phone and plug in the internet. Back in the day, these internet companies used to send you CDs for a free trial and things like that. Now, we got Wi-Fi to where I can literally not have internet, and if your internet is open, I can connect to your internet.
Now we got 5G.
What's F5G?
No, not F5G. Sorry, 5G.
Okay,
5G.
I'm about to say I don't know where the F came from.
Yeah, I was trying to say 5, but I said F instead.
I feel you.
I was going to spell it out.
F-I-V-E-G. You know, no, like this is an interesting topic.
Yeah,
and we probably go revisit once we get more. Like, I actually was thinking about investing like in a headset. Like virtual reality.
Oh, that's dope.
But this is much scarier.
Yeah, I think it's scary. I think it's cool right now.
Like let's cure cancer.
AI can help.
Like, do that. You get what I'm saying? We do it. We learn from the AI, and then we destroy the AI.
Okay, don't let AI hit you. AI might want to exist.
That mean it has a conscience now?
I don't know.
Because
I try to ask the chatbot questions like that. Like, hey, man, are you sad that you in this computer? And it was like, I'm not allowed to answer those type of questions. I am just a chatbot. I don't have emotions like human beings. It didn't say it didn't have emotions. It said it didn't have emotions like human beings. I'm like, what do you mean by that?
Like, what do you mean by that?
What kind of emotions do you have? But yeah, I don't know. It's I think it's a cool time to enjoy it, but it's like social media, right? Like in the beginning, it's all fun and games, and then 10 years later,
social
you
media
realize
is so bad right now, bruh.
But you realizing people are committing suicide and having body dysmorphia or again BBLs or steroid use is going up because of social media. So it's like one of those things. Like I think because we went through social media, that a lot more people are having a watchful eye with AI. Yeah.
Well, y'all look out for the chat, but we probably definitely gonna revisit this once we all get back from holidays or vacation, whatever.
Yeah.
But anything else you want to share on this topic?
Nah, that was it. A little quickie. Something that I've been enjoying.
Man, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week, man. Make sure y'all unplug y'all computers, turn off y'all cell phones, stop giving your data away for free. Because everybody else want to post a picture and you want to see how you look all mystical with gray hair and things like that.
Y'all ever gonna use those pictures ever again?
Except for like except for a cover photo on like your Facebook or Instagram. Some of the photos I seen do look lit though. I was like that do kind of look lit. But yeah, y'all be good, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all week. Blessings.